Hare Krishna, a very warm welcome to all the devotees to our program of Srimad Bhagavatam study. In this particular part of our Srimad Bhagavatam study, we are organizing a small workshop, Shloka memorization workshop. So in this workshop, it is mainly activity based. We are doing the Srimad Bhagavatam study in general, and there are several devotees who are coming to our classes. But in order to enrich our experience of Srimad Bhagavatam study, we also have organized this workshop mainly to help devotees recite the verses, give them the platform to to memorize the verses, give them the platform to recite it, explain the translation, explain the word meanings of various Sanskrit words, and maybe some important points from the purports, etc., to share with the class. So this is mainly to deepen their uh, to further enrich their taste of Srimad Bhagavatam study. That is the objective. So today we are going to discuss the 35th verse of the 16th chapter of the first canto. And overall, this is our 38th class. Other classes also you can see on our YouTube channel called GitaOnlineStudy. We'll start with a brief Mangalacharan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayashva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So the verse is in front of you on the screen. This is the 35th verse of the 16th chapter, first canto. So if you have to describe these words in one word or maybe few words, then you can say it is unbearable separation, or cannot tolerate the pangs of separation. So that is the brief gist of this verse. And it is written in a particular meter called Vasanta Tilaka, and will be recited something very similar to like Brahma Samhita. So I will just give a recitation. Kava saheta viraham purushottamasya premavaloka ruchiras smitavalgu jalpaihi stairyam samanam arahan madhumani ninam romotsavo mam yadangri vidankitaya. Like that. So this is how it will be recited. Now I will uh, remove this screen and will request the devotees in our class to kindly do the recitation. So first opportunity, let me give it to Rakesh ji. Rakesh ji usually come prepared with the memorization of this verse, but today he has not. Maybe then in that case, maybe Jayamala Mataji is also there. So maybe we'll start with Jayamala Mataji, and then we'll move to Jivan Prabhu, and then we'll move to Rakesh Prabhu. Jayamala Mataji, you like to recite?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes.
Srimad Bhagavatam 1.16.35. Kava saheta viraham purushottamasya premavaloka ruchirasmitavalgujalpaihi stairyam samanam haram madhumaninam romotsavo mama yadangri vitankitayaha.
Stairyam samanam aharan. Stairyam samanam aharan madhumaninam. So this line probably you might like to repeat once again, Mataji.
Stairyam samanam aharam madhumaninam romotsavo mama yadangri vitankitiyaha.
Vitankitayaha.
Vitankitayaha.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. Ankit, Ankit. Ankit means
yes,
imprinting.
yes.
Uh,
Imprinting. Yes.
so Ankita, Ankit.
Vitankitaya.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, please explain the various uh, meaning of the various Sanskrit words in this verse.
Ka meaning who. Ka va meaning either.
Hmm.
Saheta tolerate. Viraham that is separation. Purushottamasya that is the
Hmm.
supreme personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna.
Hmm.
Premavaloka that is side glances of love.
Hmm.
Ruchira Smita is pleasing smiles, and
Hmm.
Valgu Jalpai is uh, it is
Heart, heartfelt
hearty,
appeals.
heart-filled appeals,
Hmm.
sweet talks.
Sweet talks. Hmm.
Stairyam.
Hmm.
Stairyam is gravity, and
Hmm.
uh, Samanam is the anger or wrath,
Hmm.
and Madhu Mananinam is the women. Madhu is sweethearts, and
Hmm.
Manininam is the queens like Satyabhama.
Hmm.
And Romotsava is hair standing on end with pleasure. Mama
Hmm.
is green, and Yat whose Angri is the lotus feet, and
Hmm.
Vitankitaya is the imprinting.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes.
In
So,
the verse,
yes.
yes.
Yes, Mataji. Continue, please.
This verse is spoken by Dharani, that is
Hmm.
Bhumi Devi,
Hmm.
uh, who is the personality of Mother Earth. She is in the form of a cow, and she tells Dharma, who is in the form of a bull.
Hmm.
So she says that who can tolerate the pangs of separation from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Sri Krishna. This is
Hmm.
the first line.
Hmm.
Kava Saheta Viraham
Viraham
Purushottamasya.
Purushottamasya. Correct. Hmm.
Yes. And then the following two lines, she remembers a sweet pastime involving Sri Krishna and his wives, and
Hmm.
she says that Sri Krishna, uh, whenever queens like Satyabhama used to get annoyed or angry with the Lord,
Hmm.
he used to calm them down
Hmm.
and with um, Premavaloka, that is side glances of love,
Hmm.
Ruchirasita, that is pleasing smile, and
Hmm.
Valg Jalpai, that is sweet talks. And
Hmm.
he used to um, uh, look at his wives lovingly with pleasing smile and talk in a very nice manner with them in order to bring a little gravity and much needed gravity when the wives like Satyabhama used to get annoyed.
Hmm.
So she remembers, the Bhumi Devi remembers these pastimes, and she says that whenever the Lord used to walk on my surface, I used
Hmm.
to experience the same pleasure. This is the last line of the verse, that
Hmm.
Romotsava.
Hmm.
Mama yat angry Vitankitaya. Whenever he used to walk and imprint his lotus feet on my surface, then
Hmm.
I used to the grass would appear like hair standing out with pleasure.
Hmm.
So such was my association with the Lord, and
Hmm.
the Lord descended on the Mother Earth because to reduce her burden, and
Hmm.
he enacted so many wonderful pastimes, whether it was in Mathura or Vrindavan or Dwarka or
Hmm.
Hastinapur. He gave immense pleasure. She rejoiced whenever he used to walk on her surface and used to enact all these pastimes. And then
Hmm.
when he wound up all his leelas and he departed from from the surface of the earth, then naturally Dharani Devi, she is very much she is uh, uh, sad, and she misses him, and she feels the pangs of separation. And out of all the devotees who got association with Lord Krishna, Dharani Devi is considered as the most fortunate, because she always uh, received the association in the form of his lotus feet, always touching on her surface without any interruption. Whether he was in Vrindavan or Mathura or elsewhere, she always got his association. So she was the most fortunate, and this is her unique position. Uh, so
Yeah,
yes,
unique
this is what,
position,
yes, yeah, her
because
unique
even
position.
even the
Yes,
even the wives of the Lord could not get the
yes,
association 24/7,
if
365.
person. Yes,
But Lord, anyway, he would walk, and always his feet, lotus feet, will be touching the uh, Mother Earth or Dharani
yes,
Devi. So
yes.
that is
So
the Dharani
yes,
Devi is saying that who will bear the pangs of separation from such a sweet Lord, who
yes,
had so much sweet relationship with his wife. Even the great yogis, although she has not said that, but great yogis run after the Supreme Lord, but the Supreme Lord runs after the wives, and that Supreme Lord was in constant association with me. I'm
yes,
sort of so much privileged.
yes.
Okay, very nice, Mataji,
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Thank you,
Okay,
Prabhu. Hare
thank
Krishna.
you, thank you. Okay, so now we move to Jivan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah.
This is verse number 35 of chapter 16, Srimad Bhagavatam. The Mother Earth cannot tolerate the separation from Lord Krishna. This is the heading of that this particular verse. The verse goes like this. Kava saheta viraham purushottamasya प्रेमावलोक रुचिरस्मित वल्गुजल्पैः स्थैर्यं समानम् अहरन् मधुमानिनां रोमोत्सव मम यद् अंकी विटङ्कितायाः.
Very nice, very nice. So Madhumanini Naam.
मधुमानिनां.
So
मधुमानि.
that is a little tongue twister there. Madhumanini
Madhumani.
Naam.
Yeah,
Correct.
Madhumani. Yeah.
Two E's.
Yeah.
Nini.
Madhumanini.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Yes. Now please explain the
Okay, now
word
the word
meanings.
by word meaning I will go ahead. Ka means who, va means either, Saheta means who can tolerate, Viraha means the separation, Purushottam means Purushottama is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Krishna. Prema Avaloka means the loving glance. Prema is loving. Avaloka is the glance. Ruchira Smita means Ruchira is the pleasing, and Smita means the smile. Valgu Jalpai is the sweet or the need, and that is hearty appeal. Stairya means gravity. Samanam means Samanam is the that is that passionate wrath of the queens.
Correct.
Aharat means conquered. Madhu means the
Sweet.
sweet. Madhu means sweet. That is the sweetheart. Maninima, the queens of, I mean, women like so women such as the queens of Krishna or Krishna Satyabhama. Okay, and Madhumarya. Romosava means the hair standing on the head with pleasure, and this Madhumanini, Mama means mine, Yad means whose, and Vitankitaya imprinted with the design symbols of the Lord's lotus feet. And the translation is going like this. Who therefore can, I'm just reading the translation from the class. who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from that supreme personality of Godhead. He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts like Satyabhama by a sweet smile of love, pleasing glance and hearty appeals. When he traversed the earth's surface, I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be sumptuously covered with the grass, while which appeared like his hair standing standing out of pleasure. The context is like this. After Pandava's retirement to forest, Parikshit Maharaja starts ruling the kingdom. He undertakes the military tour, conquering various parts of the earthly planet. At that time, he he hears the glories of the Pandavas, and he is overwhelmed with devotion towards the Lord. He also happens to meet at that point of time this Dharma and Dharani. Dharma is the personality of religion in the form of a bull, and this thing Dharani is the personality of the mother earth in the form of a cow, having lost three of her, having lost the legs with the tears in her eyes. At that point of time, during the conversation between the Dharani and Dharma, Dharani and Dharma, the bull asks Dharani the reasons for her lamentation. In the verses 25 to 36, which are the concluding verses of the verses that 25 to 30, this is explained by Dharani to Dharma, and the 36th verse is the concluding verse of this particular chapter, where the mother cow explains, the mother earth in the form of a cow expresses her lamentation from the separation from the Lord. Now going into the actual verse, the first line describes Kava Saheta Viraham Purushottamasya. Kava Saheta Purushottama Viraham Kava Saheta. Who can tolerate?
Tolerate, correct.
Yeah. Who can tolerate the pain of separation from Lord from Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Now she compares her position. The next three lines describes her position. The first two lines describe Prema Valoka Ruchira Smita Balgu Jalpaye Stairyam Samanam Aharan Madhumaninam. Actually, Krishna, the Madhumaninam here, Man is the actual, that is some of the pastimes which Lord Krishna has with his queens. One of the pastime I remember is, just I'm going little away from this particular thing. He had a pastime with Rukmani Devi, in which he asked Rukmani Devi and asked, after all, I am a cowherd boy, how you happen to marry me like that? And this type of pastimes he frequently has with his queens, and he tries to antagonize them. And when they get antagonized, he tries to please them with that is that prema avaloka, that is with his loving glance, and then ruchira smita with his pleasing smile, and also his very hearty appeals, and he tries to satisfy them. That is then, and Sairyam Samanam here is actually he completely Aharan means he conquers. Sairyam Samanam is referring to the wrath of that is the gravitation, some sort of a hard feeling, or the anger of Madhumaninam here refers to queens. That is where is queens like Satyabhama, and he tries to conquer their the wrath by his when he does this pastime, he tries to satisfy them. This type of a thing happening is not that frequent. Here the mother cow refers Romotsava Mama yad angry vitankitayaha. Romo here refers actually Romotsava, even though it refers to the, this is the, that is that
Grass.
grass. Roma here refers to a grass. And Roma, when the actual Lord, actually out of all the pastimes, the Lord, you were referred in the class that Vrindavan pastime is considered is one of the best ones among the pastimes what he does. Lord does. Why? Because the Lord walks on the where he is as a cowherd boy, he walks on the very frequently. Most of his times he spent with the cowherd friends, grazing all the cows and all that in the fields. When he does that, he goes with a barefoot and whatever the divine symbols, that are there on his feet, that gets imprinted on the earth surface. Gives the grass and all the gas gets pressed, and then it gives a very, very pleasing experience for the mother earth. And this happens very frequently compared to the occasions in which he tries to please his queens. This is one of the things which was referred to by you in the class. So this way, the Mother Earth, in the form of a cow, expresses, even though this thing, now he is not there, Lord is not there, he has disappeared. How can I tolerate his this thing, his departure and
separation.
his separation from Lord? This is what is the thing. I just take a little more time and just try to explain. Yeah. Thank you.
No
Hare
problem.
Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we have Manish ji. Are you ready with the memory of the verse? Have you memorized
I'm
it?
not memorized, but I can recite the words, Prabhu.
Okay.
Not
So
fully
in that
memorized.
category, we have Rakesh ji also waiting. So we will give chance to Rakesh ji, then we'll come to you. Okay. So
Okay.
Rakesh ji, now your chance. Then after you, Manish ji.
Please show me the verse.
Okay. Wait a minute. Can you see?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Kava sahet virham purushottamasya premavalokaruchir smit valgujalpai stairyam samanam aharan madhumaninam romotsavo mama yadangri vitankitaya.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So would you like to do anything more with this or only recitation?
Only recitation.
Okay. Then we go to Manish ji. Manish ji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Kava sahet viraha purushottamasya premavalokaruchira smitavalgujalpai stairyam samanam aharam madhumaninam romotsava mamaya the angri vitankitaya.
एक मिनट. So Yuromotsava mama yadangri. Yad angri.
Okay.
Angri.
Yad.
Angri actually means the feet.
Okay.
Vitankitaya.
Vitankitaya.
So
Romotsava mama yadangri vitankitaya.
Yadangri Vitankitaya.
Yadangri
Ankit.
vitankitaya.
Ankit means to write something or to imprint something. So Vitankitaya.
Okay, Prabhu.
So very good. Okay. Now there is a word here called man. Now the word man has been explained here or translated like as along with passionate wrath. So I don't know whether that really gives you the exact flavor of the emotion of man, but it is typically like in the Madhurya Leela pastimes of the Lord with maybe Radharani or maybe the queens and so on. The queens or the gopis would uh, become kind of angry with Krishna, or in Hindi we call the word root jana. Root jana. Root jana matlab they are not now in harmony with the Lord. They will not agree with the Lord, or they would kind of feel angry with the Lord. for whatever reasons it may happen. And then the Lord will make all the endeavor to please them. मनाना जिसको बोलते हैं, तो हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि राधा रानी या उनकी जो रानियां थी वो मान करती थी, और भगवान जो है उनको मनाया करते थे, रूठे हुए को मनाया करते थे. दैट इज कॉल्ड मान. So in Vrindavan near Barsana, if you go to Barsana, the temple there of Radharani, Shriji Mandir, there is there is one more temple on the way which is called as Man Mandir. Man Mandir is specifically to elaborate this pastime of when Radha Rani would do Man, or what is mentioned here as passionate wrath, then the Lord will like to please him with his different activities. Like the activities are mentioned here: prema valok. Prema valok means loving glances. Avalokan means to see. Prem means to love, lovingly seeing them. And then ruchira smita. Ruchir means very pleasing, and smita means smile. Ruchira smita. And then valgu jalpai. Valgu jalpa, like we also heard in this nectar of instruction classes, prajalpa. So jalpa means to talk, to chit chat. Valgu jalpai means pleasing talks. So prema valok, ruchira smita, and valgu jalpai. So three emotions are mentioned here. And sthairyam samanam arahan. Sthairyam samanam, sthairyam samana aharan madhumanini nam. So he would please the queens like Satyabhama with Premavalok, with Ruchira Smita, and with Valgu Jalpai. So if they are gravity, if they are filled with gravity, serious, or they are doing man, which is mentioned here as passionate wrath, he would do all these activities to make them pleasing, in a pleasing state of mind. And then Mother Earth is saying that with such a Lord who would do so much for their queens in order to make her please, that Lord used to walk on my surface. And when he would walk on my surface, it will be like Romotsava. Romotsava means Rome means, like we have this word in Hindi called Romanch. Romanch means where hair are standing on end. जैसे बोलते हैं ना बाल खड़े हो गए, Romanch. So Romotsava means it was something like a Utsava. It was something like festival of hair standing on the end because of pleasing pleasure out of touch of the lotus feet of the Lord on my surface. So that is this, when the Lord will walk on Mother Earth. Mother Earth is saying it was festival. It was like festival for me because her touch of the lotus feet was so pleasing to me. It was like Romotsava. So mam yadangri vitankitaya, yad angri, wherever, whose yadangri, angri means lotus feet, will get imprinted on me. So such a Lord who would do so many pleasing activities in order to please his queens, was walking on my surface 24/7, 365 days. So I was kind of very privileged associate of the Lord, because even the queens of the Lord would not get the association of the Lord 24/7, 365 days. But I was getting it because Lord will have to walk all the time. Lord cannot, or either he will sleep on my surface or will walk on my surface. So I was getting 24/7 association with the Lord. So who can bear separation from such a Lord who is so much so loving? Who can bear separation from such a Lord? So that is the emotion of Mother Earth being expressed to Dharma the bull, on Dharma the bull asking this question that why are you crying? Why are you so lamenting? And so this pastime comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, 16th chapter, 1st canto. So that is the main crux of the whole verse. Okay, so that was a good discussion with all of you. Really thank Jamala Mataji and Jeevan Prabhu for taking time to memorize, and also the endeavor taken by Rakesh ji and Manish ji. Other devotees, if they want to recite, maybe we can give them some chance. Are there any devotees who would like to recite? Okay, in that case, we conclude the class here, and then we move to the next part of our class. I also kind of printed the purport here in the slide. Anyway, we'll have discussed all this. So all glories to Srimad Bhagavatam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So we conclude here. I will stop share and stop the recording also.